Well, this ninth round of sanctions is very much intended to strike back at the targeting of civilian infrastructure we were just hearing about in that report. So, as you mentioned, the list of sanctioned individuals and entities will increase by 200. That's up from around 1,700 people and 200 entities that have already been sanctioned. But the big thing to note here is that they are getting very targeted here by specifying that any drone technology cannot be exported from the EU to Russia or to any country suspected of supplying Russia with drone technology. A lot of those missile attacks on civilian infrastructure, particularly energy infrastructure that's intended to throw Ukrainian homes into cold and darkness, has been shown to be coming from Iran. The West says it has evidence that Iran is supplying Russia with that drone technology. And a report that came out this week has found that the drones that are coming from Iran are being made with components that have been supplied by European and American companies. So this sanctions package would prohibit the export of any of those technologies that can be used to make a drone to Russia or to any country supplying Russia, i.e. Iran. The other interesting thing here is that they're targeting 4 Russian broadcasters. They're not naming these broadcasters. This sanctions package proposal was announced by Commission President Ursula von der Leyen yesterday. She said that these Russian broadcasters are being targeted. And the way it was phrased, it does sound like these are Russian language broadcasters, which will be different than the existing ban on Russian broadcasters, which had concerned RT, Russia Today, and Sputnik. Those are usually Russian broadcasters that are in other languages other than Russian, targeting EU citizens, American citizens in their own language, spreading Russian propaganda. This appears to be moving into Russian language media outlets, which will raise concerns about the Russian minorities in the Baltics, particularly in Latvia and Estonia, where they represent over a quarter of the population. Now, those governments, I think, will be more than happy to support this proposal, but there will be concerns by minority rights activists who will say, look, this is very much targeting a very significant minority population in these countries, and that can cause a lot of problems. So this is a proposal. It needs to be approved by EU member states. EU foreign ministers will discuss this proposal on Monday at a meeting here in Brussels. The understanding is this could go through pretty quickly. Maybe even they could take a decision early next week.